Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So it has been like a hot minute since I've done a TEMU haul with you guys. It has been months and I happen to get 2 orders in this week. So I figured I'm going to open them up with you and we're going to do one of the molds today. And I already know which one I want to do, but I'm not going to tell you till we go through all of them. So I'm just going to get this big old bag out of my way and I'm going to grab out of it over here. I do have some things already opened and I'm just going to go through them. I'm not linking every one of them, guys. I'm just not. There's too many items. If you have a question on one, I'll try to answer. But like I said, these are all on TEMU and I will tell you what it's named and the price that I paid. So maybe you could just write it down and then just search on TEMU for it. So the first thing I got, this was already open. So this is a really big, look at the size of my hands next to it. It's a seashell mold. So I bought this to do a succulent garden. In fact, I bought most of these molds to do succulent gardens in. I couldn't just decide on one, but this one is really big and it's $6.48. It says 1-piece large shell storage tray mold. So if you want to see this one or find it on TEMU, that's what it's called. 1-piece large shell storage tray mold for $6.48. So that's the first thing I got. And then, let's see, I bought a bunch of dried flowers because my stash is pretty much done. I got these 2 for my friend Maria because I know she loves black and white. And if I ever want to make her something with flowers, I was going to have black. So these are just under dry flower materials bag. And these are $2.11 per sheet. So I got these black with, they have a little bit of yellow in the center. So they used a lot of black dye on these. I'm not sure if they're going to run in the resin, but I bet we're going to find out. Then I got this yellow set, which has a ton. Let me see if these were the same price. These were 37 pieces dried pressed flowers for resin for $2.54 for this particular one. This one, which looks nice for Easter, is called 37 pieces dried pressed flowers for resin, $2.54. So look at all those beautiful springy colors. This one is called the same thing, 37 pieces dried pressed flowers for resin for $2.54. I used up almost all of my blues and I just love blue, especially in like UV resin jewelry. And then I have these purple color ones, which are called 37 pieces dried pressed flowers for resin. Who would have guessed? $2.54. They're all called that, it looks like. So they're all 37 pieces. I think when I was on the actual screen with the dried flowers, you can choose which set you want. And I think I chose all of them. So the red and then the multicolor, all 37 pieces. Dried flowers pressed for resin. So those are those. Now I also have these, which are, where are they? Some of the stuff I'm not showing you. It's just basic packaging material for my eBay orders. So I'm not going to go through all that stuff. It's really no interest to you guys. These are 10 color multicolor holographic neon nail powders. So there's 10 colors and they are nail powders, but I'm going to use them in resin. $6.28. Oops. Oh, look at that. Extra protection. Whoop. So I think this is going to give like a really shimmery effect on like the back of maybe some pendants or something. You just brush it on like you would any other powder. I don't know if it's going to work if you mix it in, but we can definitely try that. Because I know these are really made for nails, but it doesn't matter. Mica powder is made for makeup too, but we put it in resin. So these have like a shimmer. You can't see it in the camera, but they have a nice, pretty shimmer. So we've got 10 colors to play with. I have to find somewhere to put all this stuff. And then we have another clock mold. This one, I'll turn it over, we could read it better. So there's a 12 at the top, a 3, a 6, and a 9, and all these flowers in the inside. So I'm not quite sure the best way to fill this, but I'm gonna figure it out, and we're gonna figure it out together. This is called Resin Casting Molds Silicone Clock for $8.98. So that looks really interesting. I'm like in a clock phase right now. So we will do this one soon. You know that's gonna happen. And the last thing on this order that I'm gonna show you guys is this little silicone mold. Can you guess what's inside? It's like, I don't know, half the size of my hand. This is a one-piece 3D silicone cupcake candle mold. There's a cupcake inside. So here to here is like the cupcake paper. And then the rest of it kind of tapers in with the whipped cream. So this is the one we are making today. I'm going to just set that right here until we're done with our other bag. So this next set, I've only opened one mold so far. So you are going to have to hear the crunching of all this plastic. But this mold I've been waiting for. This is a pretty big mold. And the reason I bought this one is because, you know, this mold that I already have done a couple times. Let me grab it. The little pudding cup screw top jar mold that I like to put the little like embellishments on top. Well, I didn't want to keep doing the whole tack it method for the glitter that I'm putting down. So I wanted a mold with a flat surface that I could put the glitter right in and I don't have to mess with a second thing. So this is the one that I could find. It's pretty large. Let me see how much this one was. This is called Round Cement Candle Jar Mold, $8.48. So it is really big. It covers my hand and it's got your flat top lid. And I actually have some sitting here waiting to be done. So this is what I'm talking about. I was putting these on top of the lids. So I think that this lid is going to be perfect for that. So that's why I bought this mold. So that is the first one we got. Let me see. The next one. I'm gonna have to open them now because I didn't get that far today. Candle cup mold. And again, like I said, I bought these to put succulents in, all of them. Well, almost all of them. Let me see where this one is. One piece concrete candle cup candle jar, $2.69. So I figured a little succulent will fit in there really pretty nicely. No lid comes with this one. It's just the little mold. That's it. And then we have another 7 pieces. Oh, wow. 7-piece silicone molds for epoxy resin, $9.98. I don't remember ordering a 7-piece set, but I guess I did. So here's the lid. It's kind of raised. You can see that. So that's nice for a nice embellishment. There's no screws or anything, but that's okay. So this is the actual mold. Oh, I know what this is. 7 pieces are for. So these are the, these would go inside your lid to make them airtight. So you can make 7 of them without having to reorder these. So this is the mold. Again, it's called 7 pieces silicone molds for epoxy resin, $9.98. And there it is. So I'm just going to put these all together so I don't lose all the pieces. Makes sense why I didn't remember ordering a 7-piece mold. Now it looks like I ordered me another, I don't know why I ordered another. I guess I thought it was bigger than this one, but I already have 2 of these. It's just your average oval tray mold. That, we don't need that. And this one looks like it's been bent. It's not the best quality one. Well, it's not bad when it's sitting on the counter. I guess it's still usable. But the good thing about TEMU is they will return it with no problems. This was only $1.60. One piece DIY silicone oval tray mold. But yeah, this is just the average tray mold that we all have. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. And what is this? Let's see. Guess I better open it first before I try to figure it out on my receipt. It's just another jar mold with a flat top. Same thing, a little bit smaller than the other one. Let's see if I could find this one on my receipts. Well, I'm not sure which one this is. It says the only one I think I'm missing is 3-piece, but that's not 3 pieces. Well, it says 3 pieces, but there is not 3 pieces. And if it was 3 pieces, it would say 3 pieces silicone flower pot mold, $6.98, round cup. Let me just open that up and see what I'm missing here. I don't know. I don't think I got the right thing because it was supposed to have 3 different flower pots, but it doesn't. I don't think it's in my box. So I will check on that later. Then, unless it's in here still, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I got this adorable, now this is usually used for cakes or desserts, but I'm going to use it for resin. And this is the little puppy mold. It's not shiny in there, but we can shine that up easy enough. And he is so cute. I've seen him done in desserts before. It's called One Piece Simulation Dog Chocolate Mold, $4.98, and I'll show you a picture of him. That's the picture of him. Isn't he gonna be adorable? So I had to have him. And that's why he's sitting here right now. I didn't realize it was this small when I was looking at it when I was in the bakery. That's a really tiny dog. It was, I don't remember what they made him out of, cake or something, cake pie, I'm not sure. But it was really cute, but I thought he was bigger. I don't need him bigger, but now this one's pretty big. This one is Concrete Candle Boat Silicone Mold, $8.98. This is going to be a really big succulent garden. Or you could put candles in here. As if I need any more molds. Look at the size of this thing. It is huge for $8.98. So that's, I'm thinking about doing either polyurethane resin or the powdered, the magic powder, I think it's called, resin, which I don't know if I have enough powder to do this one. I'll have to check. But that would cure in like 30 minutes. So I'm thinking to save all that resin. I'd hate to do this all in resin. It's really, really big. So that's that one, $8.98. Now, this other stuff is going to be used for my birthday cake molds, which I will be doing. I've been waiting to do more of them because I wanted these pieces. But this one can be used for that. Embellishments on top. This is actually macaroon cookies. Do you guys know what a macaroon cookie is? It's like the most delicious cookie in the whole world. This is what this is. So you have like the cookie on the bottom and then the filling on the inside and then a cookie on the top. So that's how you make that one. And this one was $6.98. I'll show you a picture of it. Maybe I'll just get it bigger here. So those are what macaroons are. and that's what the mold is supposed to be. So I'm guessing you would have to dome the top of this in order to get that nice cookie shape on the top of the mold. I don't know. We're going to find out. So that I was waiting for. Oh, that's really thin on that one. They barely put silicone on the back of that, but it's still there, so I'm not going to worry about it yet. This one is... I'm not sure. Let me find it. Well, let me just open it. Well, there's two of them. Again, the rest of these are for the tops of the cake. I know I bought bunches. Okay, these are roses. And I bought tons of different rose molds just because I wasn't sure of sizing and detail. So you could pour a bunch of resin roses and put them on the top of that birthday cake mold. So those are going with that. And here's, oh, I guess I got 4 of them. Probably because I didn't want to keep pouring one at a time. So I'm guessing that's why I bought 4. It was a 2-piece, yeah, I bought 2 2-piece sets. It's called 2-piece Rose Flowers Silicone Mold. $2.69 per two. So I got 4 of them because, yeah, I'm not going to be messing around with one at a time. So there's those 4. And then I got this little set because I wasn't sure how flat they were going to be. These are roses as well. But I really, what I wanted was these tiny ones, the smaller ones, so I could fill in the bigger ones on top of the cake. I'm hoping that this hand-painted epoxy resin that I got, I haven't used it yet because I was waiting for these molds, but this is supposed to kind of pipe like buttercream does. So I'm so excited to use it. So here's another one. This one is 1-piece Rose Flower Silicone Mold, $2.24. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little roses. And then we got another rose one. Again, I wasn't sure of sizing, so now I have every size you can have. And it's kind of flat, but there is depth to them. This one is called 1-piece Rose Flower Silicone Mold, $3.19. So there are different sizes and a nice large one in there. So I'm going to be pouring a bunch of flowers. This one, I don't know why I bought it, but it looks cute. And it was only $2.97. And this is called 1-piece Rose Flower Shaped Silicone Mold. So when you pour it and you pull it out, those are all roses. So I'm a little late for Valentine's Day, but we're definitely going to test this one out. So yeah, I'm not sure about the resin getting in all those areas. Probably going to have a lot of bubbles now that I'm looking at it in person. But we're going to give it a try. Why not, right? And the rest of this stuff in my bag is for all the pendants that I give away. So I ordered massive amounts of findings, pinch bales in silver and in gold. So that's what these are. And then I have another bunch coming from Amazon. I think I ordered another 100 silver. I go through so many of them because I'm making so many pieces of jewelry for you guys. So that's what the pinch bales are. And these were, where are they? 10-piece per set for $1.48. So $1.50 per set. And that is the haul. That, like, I needed anything else. I do not even need, oh my gosh, I don't even need any molds. Anyway, are you guys ready to do a cupcake? I am super pumped. I want to do a cupcake so bad. So I'm going to get something mixed up. I'm going to pick some colors and I'll be right back. I'm mixing up 2 ounces of my fast cure resin because the only thing we can pour right now is the whipped topping or the icing on the bottom of that cupcake or I should say the top of the cupcake. I'm gonna do it in like a pearly gold. I may add sprinkles later, I may add a cherry later, I'm not sure until I demold it. And then I think for the cupcake liner, seeing my house is pretty rustic, and I don't see any of you probably wanting this demo, so I'm gonna do a copper cupcake liner. That'll fit perfectly in my kitchen if I end up with it. And if I have extra, I think I'm gonna try out this little macaroon mold so I can see inside where the layers are. So like, let me grab, so this is the first layer. You would stop and cure. And then you got a filling layer right here. So you'd have that, you could tell it because it's really jagged, like filling would be squishing out. And then you have this top layer is gonna be the top part of the cookie. So if we have extra, I should have just done extra, but I didn't think about it till it was too late. So we're just going to mix this up, get it cured. You know I will have to use my curing machine because I do not want to wait. Can't wait to see this cupcake unmolded. So I've got a lot of molds to do. It's a good thing I try to do something different every day. So now I have a couple more weeks of molds on top of the ones that were sent to me. We still have to do those, me and Dawn. Have some deer to make, deer and elk. But catching him when he's not tired after work, that's what I'm waiting for. Good thing I don't get tired. You guys would not have videos every day. So mix in your mica powder really well. And I don't know how it's going to come out. Again, this is for making candles, not really much for resin. So I'm going to do like I do my succulent. I'm going to stick some in there. I'm going to squash it around. And then I'll fill it up. But I don't want to get it past that line. You can see, I mean, in person you can see where the line is, where the cupcake liner would be. So I'm just kind of pressing it into the sides, I guess. I just don't want any bubbles, so I'm squishing it down, kind of like in all those grooves. And then you're gonna pour. This is definitely a handmade mold, I think, because it's a little wonky. But it's the nice soft silicone they're using. Now I gotta look a little closer to see where I'm pouring to. Oh, right there, okay, a little more. Of course you could do like two-toned icing as if, you know, it was chocolate and vanilla swirled or something, or whatever flavors you like. That's good. Okay, I do have extra. All right, we're gonna put that there. Let's make a macaroon, maybe make a rose too. Let's see how these work. You're gonna get some bonus that I didn't expect to do. Let's see, I'm just gonna squash this down in there. Lots of petals in here. And most flowers aren't perfect, so I guess we have a little bit of leeway to work with on a flower as far as bubbles go. Let's fill that up. All right, now the macaroon. Maybe I'll make two, because you kind of have to watch your ratios because you have to do a top layer. We'll do two of them. What do you say? So 2 ounces of resin for that cupcake was way too much. So I'd say 1 ounce. And I could probably do a third one, but let's do, let's try these other molds. And then when I make my cake pretty soon, I will have some toppings if I use these colors. That's the thing. I guess I can change these colors with some more mica powder. Just gonna stick it down in there. Well, I'm just going to use these while I'm not going to mix any more colors. I don't have much left. Let's see. Well, let's just do these, I guess. These little ones don't take very much. I'm just hoping they're all in there. I probably am going to be able to get this whole entire mold, but those little ones, I don't know if those are even possible. They're so small. Let's do the big one. These little ones, I can almost just one drip. Literally one drip. This one gets 2 drips. And I will dome these, I guess. Well, doming, one more drip. And I'm gonna spray them all. Alcohol. Pop the bubbles. There's lots of bubbles in here. Not that it matters, it's on the back. And I'm just gonna put the little bit left in my hand mold, put it in one of the fingers or something. All right, as soon as this is cured, we're gonna pour the copper. Okay, you guys, it's time to do the next layer. And even though this will be done, those won't be done because those are 3 layers, so that kind of stinks. I'm using my pump resin because it's late at night, and I'm not gonna do a 3rd layer today. So I grabbed my Unicone Crystal White, and I'm going to just put a tiny little bit in here for the icing in between those cookies. And this cupcake, I'm going to do coffee. This one is by Estoyo. So I really don't know how much to do. I might have to end up making more. I don't know. So I'm going to do the white first, just in case I need extra. And this is like super sparkly white. This is by far my favorite white I've ever had. And I'm bummed that it's such a tiny little jar. But it looks so pretty when it's done. I swear they must put that crushed crystal in here. Can you see that? Probably not. You never can see anything I'm looking at. So I'm just going to pour it up to, oh, it looks like I'm going to need that much for both of them. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to make more because the cookie's going to go on top of that one. And I need copper. It figures, you know, the whole bottom portion took like 1 ounce. So I made an ounce and a half, and it's not going to be enough. Frustrating. I didn't want to make extra because ran out of molds over here. I didn't really want a copper macaroon. Oops. Almost got a white one. That is almost like the perfect amount. Yeah, that is the perfect amount of white. There's a tiny little bit left. I'll probably make a pendant out of that. I am not wasting my crystal white. Okay, now my copper. There's no way that's enough. There's just not a chance that that is enough. So I'll just mix more off camera and fill it up. I don't think you guys care about that. Unless a miracle happens in the next couple minutes. And this like doubles in volume. All right, I'm just gonna pour this in. And of course, it's only half an amount. So I'm gonna make some more. Gonna make more, pour it in. So I guess I'll just come back when it's cured. Okay, BRB. So I actually did bring you back because I forgot to demold those and I want to demold those tonight. I can't wait till tomorrow. So I'm just going to pour the rest of this in. And I realize it took more because it's not like coming to a point like the rest of it was at the bottom. Duh. I'm just going to dome that, spray it with alcohol. I put the rest of that beautiful white in there. And there is a little left still. Oh, look, see, I told you it was wonky. It's leaning. This one leans to the side, so it's definitely, their mold housing was a little bit crooked, I'm guessing. Very well used mold housing. Maybe I'll make a pendant out of this, or two. This would be pretty with like a little sea creature embedded into it. See, that's why I bought so many pendant things. Pinch bales are the real name. So yeah, I think my cupcake's going to be crooked. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. I'll find something to do with that. Actually, I'm gonna go throw this in my hand mold and get my gloves off. All right, let's get these out. Let's start with this little rose and see if there's any bubbles in it. Oh, that is pretty. Is it focusing? You can't see it shimmering, but it's shimmering. And, well, yeah, there's a bubble or two, but honestly, probably an insect ate the petal, right? That's what I'm sticking with. All right, we're going to start with the biggest. Yeah, there's bubbles on the edge of these too. Not the best color for this flat mold. It looks much prettier in the 3D. This is a much prettier rose than this one is. Those are flat. So I think I'll be using my 3D ones much more unless it's just the color. Can you see that? I know this is not the best view. These are so small. I mean, they're coming out okay, but they're just really tiny. This one fits on the tip of my finger. So this isn't any earth-shattering unmolding here. So now I know what to expect. These are okay. Maybe for around the edge of the cake, you can UV resin them on or something. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll use them somewhere, but this one, I'm glad I bought 4 of them. These are really, really pretty. Just pick the right colors for them. All right, let's hope everything else cures good. See you in the morning. It is time to reveal. So everything's cured. Here's a few I finished the pendants. I just pulled them out, top coated them with UV resin, stuck a little charm on the center. So there's a mermaid. This was the copper color. Little starfish. And a seahorse. This one is really super pretty. I just love that color white. And then I topped off the macaroons this morning before I left for work, so we'll see how they come out. Those are adorable. The only thing is I should have thought about, I used white for the cookie. I should have used a different color for the icing, but those are super cute. So this is the top, so it doesn't really, this is the bottom, which the bottom that comes out of the oven is flat like that. So that is proper. For some reason, I thought I would have to dome both sides, but no, they did that for me. I don't know what I was thinking. Now, it's not the shiniest of molds, but I love those. Those would look so cute as an embellishment on top of the cake, or make like a fake cookie tray or whatever. All right, let's see how we can get this out. It's pretty soft silicone, as you can see. I don't know if it's gonna, oh, it's coming out. Now this is gonna be dull too, so don't be surprised. Look at how cute! It's so adorable. It does need a little fixing, like I said. It needs trimmed on the bottom. I'm going to UV resin it. Maybe I'll throw some sprinkles on there. And my cherries that I have are too big for this little thing. But that is so, 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 so cute. Let me grab some resin and some gloves and some sprinkles, and let's finish this one up. I've got my UV resin. I'm gonna do the base first. I'm just basically going to spread it with my hand in all those little cracks and crevices. I don't have really a brush that I have for UV resin, so I'm just going to do it with my fingers. Get this little thing shined up. Now I've got my dual-side light, so it can cure this whole thing at one time. But I'm going to do the bottom first, and then I'll mess around with the sprinkles after this is cured. A little more. So cute. I think I'll add this. I have a display in my house of fake cupcakes. I have 2 of them in there under a piece of glass. I think I will add this to that. I will show you at the end if I remember. All right, so like I said, this is a dual-sided light. I'm just going to put it inside, hold it there for a couple minutes. So as I was waiting for the cupcake to cure, I put a little bit on top of these little cookies. And so those are nice and shiny, but those are so adorable. I would just do different colors. I mean, they're not that bad. You can still kind of see what they are, but they are super cute. So I'm going to set those aside. I did grab an old brush. We'll see if I could clean the UV resin off of it or not. But I didn't want to grab the sprinkles with my fingers that have UV resin all over them. So I'm basically going to do the same thing, but with a brush. And then I'm going to pour the sprinkles over it before I cure it and make it look cute. I don't see why this won't work or why I won't be able to clean it with alcohol. You could take a long neck lighter and pop any bubbles too. And you don't have to really rush because it's not going to cure on you. All right, let me grab a lighter. Not that you're going to see any bubbles. All right. These are fake sprinkles, you guys. These are not real. I will link them in the description box if you want to know where I got them. I got 4 different colors, but I thought this one was cute. I don't want that big one on there. All right, so I'm just going to throw it under this light again and grab you some pictures. I'm going to hold it, actually. Oh, maybe I don't need to. Nope, it fits. That's cool. It fits in the light. All right, be right back. And there it is. That is it. I'm just going to trim the bottom. And you know what I'm going to do? I stuck this mold over by my hand mold. I'm going to fill this one up. I think I'll fill this part up with my extras, and that'll come out with a pretty cool ending at the end, and I'll start giving these away as well as the hands. What do you think about that? So let me get you some final pictures, and thank you guys for coming in. Hope you enjoyed the haul and the molds and all the little goodies today. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.